Hello everyone, it's Michael Mechanical here, and today we're actually going to look into this and make a video update on the channel. Now I'm doing this on my phone. Before I started recording it was 1.29 gigabytes left because I was thinking, if I make this video, I wonder how much file size is going to be on my free storage space is going to be on my phone, and I found that. So I thought, it's not worth the risk. I hate how it's like the glowy effect. I figured it might be fog on the camera or something all the time. So anyway, I've pulled out the pistons, I've pulled out the bearings, they're all in numbered order, and I'm going to be bagging and tagging them. So I've got 4, 3, 2, 1, which I haven't actually numbered. I actually dropped number 4, so there's a ding in the side there, it's a ping in the face somewhere, but it's minor, relatively speaking. I've actually ordered rings. I'm just looking at it, it looks like it might be a different kind of ring. Right, that's not possible. It's got to be the same ring. It's just oil and debris. Like, there's debris in the ring area. That's not quite right. But that might be because that one's... never mind. All of them have a little bit of dirt on them, so I guess it's not. So one of the things I've discovered with this engine is the reason everything was in such good condition. I'm taking a wild guess. This is actually not even rebuilt. This is actually what someone bought. Someone bought this and stuffed it in their Pajero, and this was never rebuilt. This is a low mileage engine, and the reason I would assume this is low mileage was the bearings were in relatively good condition. It looked like a rebuilt from that. Then the bottom end looked really good, like the cylinders. Now, either someone would have actually replaced the liners, or they are the standard liners, because when we measured them with the telescopic gauge, it was 91.107 millimeters in diameter. So to me, I was going to buy 20 thou oversized pistons, but I thought, no, I'm not going to spend the money, because otherwise I'd have to do the one that's in my car now and have that done professionally, which costs me a lot more. So if I get this right, this will be the cheapest way out. And luckily for me, I got a little bit of extra money that I can actually do this at the moment, because I've spent money on my parents and I've given them extra because of this coronavirus thing. I've even spent my own money to help them because of the coronavirus thing. I've got a bolt on the ground I'm going to have to pick up. And so I've spent more than half my pay roughly that I normally get on things around the house. So it's been stressful. I worked a whole week, and half my week has gone into helping everyone at home. We've bought gloves, we've bought sanitizer, we've bought fertilizer for the garden. We've done a lot of things around here. Now, I don't know why I was walking the shed, but I might as well show you guys this anyway. Here is the crank. Now, the end points on, well, wherever the seals are, it looks like it's had wear. So it does look like it's done a lot of mileage in that sense. But in the other sense, the keyways are in good condition. This thing has barely been mechanically had to have anything touched on it. And it's easy to tell when you see there's no damage to parts and everything seems to come apart nice and cleanly, should I say. And I think the orange seals are the original seals from Mitsubishi for the rear mains. And I think this one was like an orangey brownish one, but I can't tell anymore, because that is where the rear main seal is, in that groove there. But I can't tell because it's all dirty, and I'm not trying to get my hands dirty or anything, but I'm going to try and see, because if it is original, it's like a brown colour. They don't, normally at aftermarkets they're black, I believe. This is a knock. It's actually, it does look black, but I'm pretty sure I got a hint of it being a different colour. It doesn't really matter, but still, that looks black, so maybe I'm wrong and it's just an aftermarket part, because we got one that's brown in the Pajero ND, NL, whatever it is, still don't know what it is. But here we got the pistons, like I said, and they are from a Pajero. The biggest difference between Triton and Pajero that I know of is Pajero has the protruding valves and Triton has the recessed valves. And I think the difference in manufacturing is one might have less material on the head than the other. So if I weighed up a protruding head type 1 versus a recessed head, I reckon there will be a difference in a lot of things, okay? I'm not going to try and go into details because it's too hard to. Other than that, the only other difference I found was when I was getting parts. The screws were different sizes for the roller rockers. So the solution I got from City Dismantlers didn't work. The screws were too short, so I don't know. There's something different there. So I got the mains there, got the pistons there. Now I've just got to put the things in the right bags and bag everything and tag it. Might send this off the machine shop, because the other thing that was interesting is I think the reason I picked on this as being factory is because it was flaking paint in there or something. It looked like paint that was flaking off, so not really sure on that one. I reckon it is. It's just so hard to see in there. It's also like a glassy, or it could be something else. It looks like glass in there or something. There was flakes in there, and that's the reason I was picking up. But it's rusty internally on the galleries. I'm just looking for a torch at the moment, but it was rusty in the coolant galleries, so that's in where the pump goes on. There was lots of flakes. There's rust in there. I'm just looking for a lamp. There it is. The lamp's already out, and I walk right past it, so we can try to get a glimpse of what's going on in the coolant gallery thingy that I'm talking about. But I know a lot of history about this. Oh yeah, and the deck. The deck looks so nice when I cleaned it up. Like, it's not perfect. I've still got a bit of work to do, but I did a rough job on it. So if I look in there, sort of disgusting in there. I don't like how it is. It actually looks rusted out. And that could be either really, really bad, or that could be okay. There's lots of flakiness in there. So I'm looking in there to see what the condition of everything is, because this could actually be good, it could be bad. I'm actually not sure. Now, I got to take this to probably a machine shop to have this all checked out, because I can't tell you whether this is going to be worthwhile fixing based on the rust in there, because it could be, you know, a smidgen amount of rust, it could be too much rust, and it could be just and it's going to run for a bit and then it's going to explode, which will be very, really bad. So I don't know how much meat's there, if that's good or bad, if it was painted, but I know mine was never that bad. So what I need to do, my engine, is I need to properly rebuild it, and from what I understand, there's additives you can put in there to protect the engine from doing something like that. Instead of destroying the metal on the outside, it destroys something else. But anyway, that's that. Pump assembly on the ground, the balance shafts, and I got all my parts in the bucket, and some parts up there on the bench, parts here, parts everywhere. I don't know why they got rid of this, but I need to inspect it further, and I need to hope this is worth rebuilding, because if this has a major problem with it, and I find out about it before it's too late, might be able to save myself a buck, might not, but I'm not sure, because if it's standard pistons and this thing is a throwaway, then I'm in the crap. But this is one of those things where there's also a loading lesson involved, because if it is really, really bad, when I inspect the coolant gallery thingy, if that is too bad to be rebuilt, the lesson I will learn has to be, do not buy an engine from a wrecking yard that's a diesel, because you might run into that problem. I don't know why no one pulled the engine out. Normally it happens all the time. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to grab this. Dad thinks it was a good buy. I think it was a good buy, but now looking at it, I don't know. So let me, guys, I have to leave you alone. I will not be able to make videos on the fly because I do not have a new camera stand. I do not have a new camera. Nothing's perfect. So it'll be too hard to make videos on that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, joining in. This is the update. Michael Mechanical out.